French Sauvignon Blanc is wonderfully popular. France is probably the home of Sauvignon Blanc. Anyway, the west of France, from the Loire Valley down to Bordeaux. Indeed, that's where some of the best Sauvignons are made anyway, whether in Bordeaux as part of a blend with Semillon or on its own, or in the Loire Valley in the wonderful villages of Sancerre, Puy-Fumé, and then all the way to the city of Tours and its surrounding land called Touraine. South of that, then again back towards Sancerre, you get Quincy and Menetou-Salon. They're villages that sort of sadly don't get drunk as much here because, well, maybe they don't trip off the tongue as easily, but they are really wonderfully layered, giving and complex wines, which is unusual for Sauvignon Blanc because it's not actually as amazing a great variety as, say, Chardonnay or Riesling or even Chenin Blanc from the Loire Valley. Sauvignon is almost considered to be a one-trick pony. It's really intense, really beautifully fresh, vibrant, lively, and with a fairly focused, almost singular set of flavours around a flavour family called methoxypyrazines. Yeah, quite. So it's the same sort of flavour that you get, even chemically, you can identify it in the lab. Same sort of flavour that you get in nettles, in gooseberries, in very, very fresh green apples, in blackcurrants and blackcurrant leaf especially. And blackcurrant, you think, hold on, that's what Cabernet Sauvignon is all about. There's the kind of clincher, because Cabernet Sauvignon is indeed, we reckon, crossing between Cabernet Franc and Sauvignon Blanc. So that's why you get that kind of very familiar, greeny, fresh, sometimes herbal flavour in Cabernet Sauvignon wines that you can also pick up in Sauvignon Blanc wines. Now, what's that got to do with this? Well, Sauvignon Blanc is increasing in popularity the world over, and in France it's getting more and more expensive from those posh places. Grand. How do you get something that's a bit like Sancerre or Puy-Fumé that isn't as expensive? Well, you can get something like this. This is gorgeous stuff, and it is actually from the Loire Valley. You also see things called Vin de France, which implies that the grapes can come from, well, no, legally it means that the grapes can come from everywhere, even if the majority come from the Loire Valley. In this particular instance, though, the grapes only come from the Loire Valley because it says Vin de Loire. Great. This is lovely. They're based in Tours, and they have, the vineyards for this particular wine are based in Tours. The winery is based in the town of Nantes, city of Nantes, right on the mouth of the Loire at the Atlantic Ocean, surrounded by muscadet. Great. This is a wine very representative of all of those Loire appellations. It is fresh, vibrant, zingy, engaging. It's lovely, high in acidity, but high in flavour intensity as well. It does exactly what you want a lovely Sauvignon Blanc to do. It's not that expensive. If you could find a Sancerre that's kind of a similar price, go for this one. Don't go for the Sancerre just because it's got a posh name. Often they are not as good as they promise. I promise. And whereas this is... what else would I look for? Touraine Sauvignon Blanc, if you come across one of those, very, very nice as well. But even they are creepy up in price. So this Vin de Loire is a cracking alternative for the value, and it was even served not too far from here to Greater Claim very recently. So that's nice to know. I think this kind of stuff is delicious, and I hope that you agree with me.